Okay.
So looking at the scans from this week, the cancer's gone and continues to get worse. It's gotten significantly worse even from the last several months. It's worse in a lot of areas.
Really?
And it's
What areas?
lung, liver, bone.
Oh no.
I think unfortunately we're not going to be able to change the trajectory of this. We've tried to do that with these chemotherapies and have had pretty limited success, I'd have to say. Maybe slowed it down, but certainly didn't majorly change things. And it's also caused a lot of problems too to try to do that.
Yeah.
At this point, I think trying to do more of that's honestly just going to do more harm than good. Because I don't think it's going to really be able to change the way that things are going.
Okay.
I wish I was telling you something different, obviously.
Well.
But to be as blunt as I can with you, I think I just have to be at this point. Because I don't want to put you through more, and I feel like you're already suffering a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the last couple months have been rough.
Even to just prolong things, I think we would struggle to be able to do that with these types of treatments. And I think, unfortunately, I just wouldn't recommend doing any more of those things.
Okay, so worsen my lungs. Where else did you say? Liver?
Mm-hmm.
And where else?
The bones.
Bones. My boyfriend's sister just died. Hers had spread all over. She made it 7 years though.
She has a big lump on her back.
And it's probably another tumor.
I've got something here in my chest.
It's soft tissue would be another area, I guess I should say, like, also these areas are probably tumors also.
Can you look at it and tell, or did it show up on the scans?
It's on the scans also, yeah. These are tumors also, I think.
My pulmonologist wanted a disc.
Sure. I mean, we could do that, but, I think there's not really a lung issue. I think it's a cancer issue, at this point.
I need to go see the pulmonologist on Monday.
Sure.
Try to get portable air.
Sure. So, about that, I think we should try to get hospice involved to help with alleviation of symptoms as much as possible.
Think it's that quick?
Yes. Even if it's not, they do things like providing oxygen without having to go through the rigmarole of, insurance and pulmonologists and things like that. They just give people oxygen when they feel like they need it.
She's been using it full time.
And that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Whether maybe there's some support at the home that they could help provide, whether it's materials or things, even if things are not imminent. I mean, hospice general guidelines are when you think there's less than 6 months, it's appropriate to get them involved. And I would say that is the case.
Okay. Well, gives me a plan.
So you think 6 months or less?
Yes.
How optimistic is 6 months even?
I think even that's a little bit on the optimistic side at this point. I mean, you don't know until you really know, like when things get really bad, but it's gotten pretty bad over the last couple of months.
Can you show me pictures?
I kind of feel like, yeah.
Yeah, let's look at them.
I kind of feel like.
Okay. What might my quality of life be like for the next 6 months?
I don't know. I mean, I think obviously it's already compromised, right? you know, I think it's gonna be like this, and at some point worse than this. And obviously, there's some support with, you know, oxygen and pain medicines. We should be able to make it so it's not painful, and then you're not feeling the sense of breathlessness, some of the symptoms like that. But obviously, there'll be limitations in what you can do, and those will be increasing over time. That's, I mean, I think having the support of something like hospice would be there for that reason, not to have somebody like in your home with you, like right now, but it's just to be able to provide some support, and frankly, also to minimize the amount you have to, I don't know, come back to the doctor's visits, go to see a pulmonologist, try out oxygen, and get more scans and get more testing. You know, I don't think that's going to help you right now.
Okay, what are we looking at?
So this would be, you can see they're measuring a soft tissue tumor in your back.
Okay,
This
that's
is your lower back.
that's the one my mom noticed.
On
Yeah.
the right-hand
Right,
side.
yeah,
You can probably feel that because, you know, even
Yeah.
though
it shows, it's,
It shows.
so you would assume that's a sarcoma.
I think it has to be, yeah. I think it's all the same thing. This is your liver here.
Oh yeah, look at all those spots.
You see these, not huge, but areas that are coming up. That are of a different density, these, in this case. Here as well, probably. So I changed the settings to look at the lungs. Some of the tumor areas are the ones that are more circular looking and more solid looking like that. A lot of these are airways. Some of this is fluid, but there's also a tumor that is there that is sort of blocking the outflow and causing some of the fluid in the first place. And you know, one of them up here that they measured, this is probably a lymph node in the middle of the lungs. And obviously they don't measure all of them, the smaller ones that they have enough measurements of ones to tell the trajectory of them, you know. And so forth. So what I'm trying to show here is looking at the bones. Here's your ribs. This is your spine. We can see is in the middle of one of your spinal vertebra. There's a small density that looks like a small tumor growth.
Great.
And you can find other areas like that in other bones. Like there, for example, and another one, a couple levels down. This would be like your hip bone.
Wow.
I think that kind of gives you a sense, maybe.
Pretty good sense. Okay. So what do I do next? Just
I mean, I do think it would be worthwhile enrolling into hospice, like I said, to help get some support.
Do we start that process here?
We can help you with that process, like our social worker basically would contact the hospice in your area and have them come out to your home and meet you. And, you know, see what they can do to help. And one of the first things they would do is bring you some oxygen and make sure you have a supply of that, and look to see if you have any sort of immediate needs that they can help address, like some people need a bed moved to the first floor, or like just practical things like that they help with. And I think they also sometimes have some resources to help people just with, I don't know, planning. People have stuff they want to take care of, you know. And so those sort of things I think would be good to meet them for those reasons. Like I said, even if you don't have like I don't think there's going to be like a tomorrow, the next day thing, but like I said, I think 6 months even might be a little on the optimistic side with how it's gone over the last couple of months. I'd probably put the number in months, but it's kind of a range of a couple months to a few months to 6 months sort of range. It's not outside the realm of possibility. It could be a little longer than that, but it's still, you know, that's my best guess with how things are going.
So
And
you-
given that I don't think we can do anything to change that trajectory, and we're going to compound that with trying to do things like chemo, I don't think we should. If it were my friend or family, I wouldn't want them to,
Yeah.
based on what I've seen people go through.
So is the worst thing that would probably happen would be, I mean, from the lungs, just not being able to breathe.
I think feeling more difficulty breathing could be something that could be problematic, and you know, again, you might need more oxygen over time to help with that.
But would it be
or medications to help take away the sensation of needing to
Would
breathe
the-
deeply.
would it be the lung part that would be the one that would probably shut down first to kill me, or
Probably, but I don't know.
you don't know.
You know, sometimes it seems to just a bit more general, honestly. You know, when these things are so much and the system starts just kind of shutting down. But I think the lungs are obviously quite affected already, and it's an area that's could get worse. I think that's where things are, unfortunately.
Okay, well, it is what it is.
So I can have a social worker reach out to you when you go home, or have one meet you here today if you are up for it, just to get some quick details about how they might help you get plugged into the hospital system. Maybe I can ask somebody, see if they can come at least connect.
How long would it take for someone to just
Let
come
me
now?
check on that. Otherwise, I can have them call you or something like that,
Okay,
and help arrange things by phone.
okay,
How about that?
sure. And what do I need to do to get a disc?
That
They'd probably go to medical records.
there's like a medical records place where you do the reality discs. They can tell you out front where that would be. To give you the
I think it's on the
It's
third
around the
floor.
It might be,
Yeah.
I've been there before. It's like around,
It's
yeah.
by